So I wanted to do a walk around of my 2006 Rubicon that I recently purchased and put this out there in landscape mode. I originally did a walk around and filmed it in portrait mode, so I'll do a little nicer video. So this vehicle has 4,000 original miles on it. It's a one owner vehicle. I purchased it from out of Florida, and 4,000 miles. It is close to new as I could find. So these are the original Goodyear MTR tires. They are date coded correct to the vehicle. 26th week of 2005. So it is not a tow vehicle. It's what you have to be cautious of when you look out there and you see low mileage Jeeps like this. They could have been a tow vehicle. They could have 100,000 miles. So you got to just do your homework and hope that the owners are pretty legit and honest with you. So currently we can check the mileage. I've been playing around with it the past couple of weeks, but we're looking at 4,593 miles currently. Just super clean. I got everything that it would have came with new, all the books, manuals, the hang tag that would have hung right there, even was folded up with the manual. It does have the upgraded compass, fancier mirror, has air, the Rubicon package obviously, does have the subwoofer in the console. I think they call it just a 7-speaker system. Does not have cruise control. And it came with soft top and soft upper doors, which I'm a fan of the half doors. If I had to choose one or the other, I would much rather have the half doors. I think it's a better looking option with the top down. Jeep coming out of Florida, such low miles. I mean, obviously it's gonna be just super clean. You see the paint marks on the frame still. No leaks, no issues. Take a look under the hood. Super clean under there. The only thing I did do maintenance wise was I did flush the coolant. I flushed the coolant with the Mopar Hoyt coolant, which is the pink stuff. Flushed it out with distilled water, ran it through it really good, and filled it back up 50-50 with the Mopar stuff. But really clean, no modifications. Nobody's messed with this Jeep whatsoever. Put a new battery in it. This Jeep was it was warehouse stored, so the paint's in really great shape. As you would imagine, with that low miles and being stored properly, I mean it's in great condition. So the original owner owned a car fabrication shop in Florida. I should say fabrication. Let's just say customizing shop. I mean, yeah, they do some fab work, but wasn't just a fab shop. So they do a lot of custom vehicles, and obviously he did no customizing to this one. He didn't touch it. Look at the exhaust pipe on that thing. Super clean. So I mentioned warehouse storage. So this guy, on the business, customizing the cars. He had several warehouses. So I did question, you know, what's the deal with the low miles on the little Jeep? You know, he said this Jeep, he said, ran parts between warehouses a few times, parts loaded up in the back or whatever, I assume. He said outside of that, it was just bought as a vehicle to, you know, ride around, enjoying the Florida atmosphere in. But he said it didn't see much of that, obviously. He said that hauled a few parts back and forth between warehouses, and he said I tucked it in one of my warehouses in a corner, and he said pretty much forgot about that little Jeep. The guy did have Ferraris and Maseratis, so I guess he had plenty of other toys to play with besides the Jeep. But been super pleased with it so far. Everything's lined up with what he told me, and it's just an untouched Rubicon, which is what I wanted. I may do a mild, very mild build on it with 33s and 2.5, 3-inch lift. Nothing that I can't put back. A lot of the lifts have you drill out components and whatnot. I'm not going to do that with this Jeep. It's too nice. So I'm doing my homework and seeing what I want to go with, but really pleased with it. I'm normally a CJ guy, so I've had a CJ7 recently, Golden Eagle 78, 304 side pipes, 35-inch tires. It was nice, but this is a good compromise. I think the TJs are really nice. It's the most old school modern Jeep I think you can find is the TJ. It looks so similar to the CJ. I like the JK and JL, but are just a little bit too bloated looking for me, for my taste. I still like them, but this is more of the old school. You get the inline 6-cylinder, tried and true. You get the 93-inch wheelbase, same as the CJ7. That's plenty for me. You know, you only want the LJ if you're a rock crawler. To me, they don't look as good, but they're nice if you want to go out in Moab and rock crawl it, right? I don't need that. So the TJ Rubicon is the way I went instead of the LJ Rubicon. So you get the upgraded axles, front and rear, Dana 44s. You get lockers. You get the 411 gears, which should be fine with the 33 tires and the transmission setup that this one's got, which is the 6-speed. It's got a really low first gear. I really like that. All right, just to wrap this up, so that's the walk around of the 2006 TJR Rubicon, 4,000 miles. Possibly the lowest mile 06 black Rubicon out there. It's been the lowest mile one I've seen. Collins Brothers had one a while back, had 5,000 something miles on it, and that was the lowest mile that he said he knew of at the time. But I plan to keep this one. If I get another CJ, I get another CJ, but I'm gonna keep this TJ around. I like it way too much. All right, so that's it. Untouched TJR 2006.